Light comes. Mind moves on, and the culminating point, the desideratum, is the Paramapurusha, the eternal love, the universal love, personified. Your march, your movement is towards Him. That is, your mind moves from crude to subtle, from matter to Paramapurusha, and it is the birthright of everybody to march in the universal march, to move along this path of righteousness. Just show the path to all. Just tell them, "Oh, human beings, the path is ready for you. Just come." Whoever is endowed with a human mind and a human body is entitled to follow this path, and at the end of the journey, one is destined to attain Paramapurusha. One day, when Paramapurusha, the cosmic cognition, is your goal, success is a must. Success is with you.
Namaskar. Welcome. So let me talk a little bit about the text that we have read today. It starts with the sentence, mind moves on. You know, our mind is always moving. There is always movement. Also, our body is always moving. So in this life, in this world, there is always movement. But the main point is that the movement should have a direction. So where should we direct our mind? Where should we direct our energy? We need a goal. We need something to achieve. And if the goal is also moving, that goal cannot be anything permanent. We need a permanent goal because we human beings, we are looking for something that is more permanent. And that reflects in our life. For example, we want to extend our living. It means we want our life to be permanent. In everything we do, we are looking for this permanency. And therefore, our goal, the goal of our life, should be something permanent, something that's not changing. So that thing that's not changing is the nucleus. Everything around the nucleus changes, but the nucleus doesn't change. And we call it in yoga the supreme consciousness, or Paramapurusha. So that is our goal, Paramapurusha. But Paramapurusha is something very abstract. What is consciousness? What is the supreme consciousness? But we can relate it to things that feel more tangible to us. Let's say love. Love, when we love someone or when we love something, it creates a deep feeling within us and it creates an attraction. And if we develop love, not for an object, because what happens is the love already exists within us, but then we direct it to a person or we direct it to an object. But if we can go to the source, that source of love, it's always there. It's eternal and it's permanent. And that coincides with that Parampurusha, that inner love, that eternal love that is within us. And the Parampurusha is just the personification, the expression of that love. So in the end, the goal is that inner source of love that exists within us. So the direction is an inward direction. Of course, we have to maintain a balance with our life in the world. But in the end, the direction is inwards. And we may think that by going inwards, we are becoming smaller, but actually, the more we go within, the more expanded life becomes. So the text is saying that our march, our movement is towards that supreme consciousness. So our mind moves towards that supreme consciousness. It moves from the dense, which is the physical world, is more dense. The mental world is more subtle, and the spiritual world is the most subtle. So we are moving from crude to subtle, from dense to subtle. In the text, it also says that it is the birthright of everybody to reach to that Parampurusha. So it's not only a few realized souls, but it's for everyone. The only thing is we must make an effort to move in that direction. And most of the people today, their effort is towards the external world, how to accumulate more wealth, how to accumulate more objects of the external world. But we know that this external world is not permanent, is limited, and things don't last long. So we are bound to be disappointed. If we want something permanent, the only way is moving within. In the text, it says that whoever has a human body and a human mind is entitled to follow this path of realization, this journey within, this journey towards the Parampurusha. And if one is born with a human body in this life and is not making an effort to move towards the Parampurusha, it's like we are going in circles. We are not moving in any direction, just going in circles for the whole life. And then in the end of life, one will remember with some disappointment that I have not utilized my life in the best way. So it is good, it's important that from as early as possible, from the moment we get to know about it, maybe we get to know about it at early age, maybe at later age, it doesn't matter. From the moment we get to know about it, that the movement, the real movement is towards the Parampurusha, we need to make that effort. And on the path of Ananda Marga, the movement is towards Parampurusha, but there is a balance between the spiritual part, which is the movement towards Parampurusha, and the physical world, which is to create a better society, a society that helps everyone to move towards that Parampurusha. So it's a very interesting text, and it ends saying that if your goal is that Parampurusha, if your goal is that Supreme Consciousness, your success is a must, and success is with you. So if you have the right goal, and if you're moving towards that goal, then you are surely to be successful. And that's very reassuring to us spiritual aspirants, because we face so many difficulties, we face so many obstacles in our life from every corner, our friends, our society, our job, everyone. So this reassurance that the goal is within reach and that we will be successful is very comforting. So that's a very nice text we have read today. And thank you. Namaskar.